Are you saving a big chunk of money every single month, but still have no idea where it should actually go? Well, you are not alone, as there are many people who feel stuck after getting all of the basics right. And in today's Money Audit, we are going to be looking at a 30-year-old chartered accountant who has ticked all of the right boxes. She has no debt, emergency fund is sorted, she has a lot of money left over at the end of the month, but she feels stuck on what to do next. And the more she researches, the more overwhelmed she becomes. We will cover how someone can turn vague goals into exact numbers, how to decide where each single rand should go, and how to build a simple yet incredibly powerful investment plan that actually fits your personal lifestyle. Alrighty, so Tyra is a single 30-year-old chartered accountant from Stellenbosch. She earns 70,000 Rand per month before tax and 51,000 Rand per month after taxes, placing her in the 39% marginal tax bracket. Her money personality is that of a spender, and she has a medium risk tolerance. Now, if you look at her monthly budget, she is currently spending 12,000 Rand on rent, 2,500 Rand on utilities and internet, 4,500 on food, 2,000 on transport, 3,500 on medical aid and gap cover, 2,500 on insurance, 800 on cell phone and banking, and 2,000 Rand on personal care. This brings her total needs to 29,800 Rand per month, or 58% of her net income. In addition to this, she spends 3,000 Rand on dining out and social events, 1,000 on hobbies, 1,600 on gym and sports, 600 on subscriptions, 2,000 on clothing, 1,000 on household expenses, and 2,000 Rand on donations, bringing her total ones to 11,200 Rand per month, or 22% of her net income. This means she has a monthly surplus of 10,000 Rand to save and invest, which is 20% of her net income. Now, there are definitely some areas where we could potentially cut down on to save more money, but as a 30-year-old, a 20% savings rate is actually quite good. She is a natural spender, and because she works hard for her money, she should be allowed to enjoy her money as well, right? Now, whether she saves enough or too little will depend on her future goals. So let's park the expenses here for now and revisit them a bit later. From a risk and estate planning point of view, she also ticks all of the right boxes. Her biggest financial risks are fully covered through medical aid, gap cover, income protection, critical illness cover, and car insurance. And seeing that she doesn't have any debt or financial dependence, she doesn't need life cover or lump sum disability cover at this stage in her life. She also had a last and living will drafted a year ago, which is important for every single adult suffer to have, even if you are still single. Now, Tyra already paid off her 250,000 Rand car and has no credit or store card debt. And together with a 125,000 Rand 3-month emergency fund, her net worth is currently 355,000 Rand. Alright. So Tyra is obviously doing very well. She already ticked off the first 4 baby steps in my 10 baby steps to financial freedom framework, meaning number 1, she has a conscious spending plan in place. Number 2, she saved 10,000 Rand in her emergency fund. Number 3, she paid off all of her bad debt and somewhere her car loan as well. And number 4, she saved up 3 months expenses in her emergency fund. She has covered all of her basics and continued to live below her means by having a healthy 10,000 Rand per month available to save and invest. But she has no idea where it should go and what the next step should be. Should she max out her tax-free savings account first? Should she open a retirement annuity or rather just a normal taxable investment? How much should go local versus offshore? Should she rather just buy property instead? Is she behind? What about crypto? All of these questions are swirling around in her head. And the more YouTube videos she watches and articles she reads, the more confused she becomes. Now, this is a very common challenge I see most young professionals in South Africa face, as they are doing all of the basics right, but they have no clear framework to follow when they need to actually start investing their money. And why would they? School didn't teach us any of this. That is why I spent over 800 hours creating my flagship Money Marx investing course for South Africans, in which I condense 5 years of DIY investing experience, postgraduate level of financial knowledge, and 3 years of financial planning experience into a simple 6-week program that will take you from feeling stuck, anxious, and intimidated by investing to having the clarity, confidence, and competence to create and follow your own investment plan that will fit onto one single page. I take a group of students through the course a few times a year, so if you want to join the next cohort, make sure to click the link below to join the waitlist. Remember, seats are limited. Okay, so let me walk you through how someone like Tyra would go about setting up her own investment plan. Firstly, Tyra needs to ask herself what she actually wants in life.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Okay, she needs to set up financial goals. Now, her first attempt at this was, I want to travel more. I'm thinking of buying a house someday. You know what? I also want to retire comfortably. Now, these goals are way too vague. You cannot achieve something if you don't know what exactly it is that you are chasing. So by applying the SMART Goals framework in my course, she redefined her 3 goals as follows. Number 1, I want to go on a trip to Spain in March 2027 that costs 100,000 Rand a day because I value experiences, and in order to do so, I will need to save 4,250 Rand per month over the next 2 years. Secondly, I want to put down a 500,000 Rand deposit on a house in 7 years' time because at that point I'd like to settle down, and in order to make this possible, I will need to invest 5,100 Rand per month. And then thirdly, I want to spend 40,000 Rand per month in today's money when I reach early retirement, and for this I will need to invest 10,650 Rand per month, increasing with inflation every year. Now, how did she get to these numbers? She simply entered the cost of the goal today, how much she already have saved up for the goal, and how far away the goal is in the future. My investing course calculators did all of the heavy lifting and spit out the exact monthly contributions needed for each of her goals. Now, as you might have noticed, we are sitting with a slight problem here. If we add up the monthly contributions needed for all 3 goals, Tyra will need to save and invest 20,000 Rand per month, but she only has 10,000 Rand available. So, Tyra will need to make some trade-offs. Option 1, increase income. Option 2, decrease expenses. Option 3, change the savings goals. And option 4, change the retirement goal. Now, because Tyra is a natural spender, she refuses to spend less money. Instead, she decided to become an accounting tutor at Stellies, playing by her strengths of being a CA and her love for teaching, which will earn her another 4,000 Rand per month after taxes. She realized that her goals may be a little bit too optimistic for her current financial situation, and therefore compensated to reduce the travel goal to 70,000 Rand in 2 years' time, the property deposit goal to 300,000 Rand in 7 years' time, and the retirement income to 30,000 Rand per month. Now, after running all of these numbers through the investment calculators, she is now financially able to commit 2,950 Rand per month to a travel goal, 3,050 Rand per month to a property goal, and 8,000 Rand per month to a retirement goal, which totals 14,000 Rand per month, fitting in perfectly with her current available 10,000 Rand per month savings and additional 4,000 Rand per month earnings from her tutoring job. Now, Tyra's next steps would be to choose the right type of investment vehicle, platform, and fund for each goal. After working through my course lessons covering things like asset classes, diversification, taxes, fees, fund fact sheets, and how to compare DIY investing platforms, she decided on the following. For a travel goal, she chose a money market fund in a normal taxable discretionary investment. For a property goal, she chose a passive high equity balanced index fund in a different taxable discretionary investment. And for a retirement goal, she split it up into 2 parts. A passive global equity ETF covering 98% of the world's investable markets in a TFSA, and a low-cost Regulation 28 compliant high equity index balance fund for a retirement annuity. She chose one investment platform that gave her the best combination of fund availability, low fees, and customer support. She set up all of her debit orders, and voila, she was done. She created her own investment plan within less than 6 weeks based on what is most important to her, automated the entire thing so she can pay her future self first and spend the rest of her money guilt-free, and kept things so simple so that she doesn't have to watch the news and stress about the markets every single day. She learned what to focus on and what noise to cut out, and can now live a much happier life with the calm confidence that she knows what she's doing. So as you can see, Tyra's issue wasn't her income, it wasn't her spending, it wasn't discipline, and it wasn't a lack of responsibility. It was a lack of clarity about how her monthly savings should be structured across her goals and how to choose the right funds, platforms, and vehicles for her needs. Even though she is a chartered accountant and knows numbers very well, personal finances overwhelmed her at first, but after going through the structured approach of my course, where we start with the very basics of setting up a budget all the way to building a well-diversified international investment portfolio as a SAFA, she was able to decide on her own where her hard-earned savings should go to help her live her best rich life. So if you also want to join Tyra to learn how to create your own investment plan based on your personal goals, values, and dreams, then make sure to join the waitlist for the next cohort of my Money Marx investing course by clicking on the link below. I look forward to seeing you inside. Lekker!